Tired. No, I'm not that short. I'm about that short. Is that good? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Can you all hear me? First, I want to thank Yazira for putting this amazing evening together. She always does such a great job, and it's incredible. And I want to thank you guys for coming out to hear us, because otherwise we'd all be, probably, at least me, sitting in my apartment reading to my cat, except for the cat, this child lady, she probably wouldn't be reading to her cat. My name's Elizabeth Eve King, Elizabeth like the Queen, Eve like the first woman, King like the guy that's married to the Queen. So if you want to check out my website, there's stories and links and things. And I do have a content warning. This is about Christmas. I'm dreaming of a red Christmas. Last year, I got a gig as a Che Guevara Christmas elf at Happy Family Skating Rink. My friend plays a Chairman Mao Christmas elf. We don't really have to do anything but glide around and look cheerful. It's a new kind of Christmas, more modern, more edgy. Most of the kids have no idea who we're supposed to be. They wave and point as if we were Goofy or Pluto. Mao's got it tougher than I do. Our employer, Margie, scion of Happy Family Rink, is very into authenticity. So Mao has to skate around in the classic Mao suit, which has a long jacket and is difficult to move in. Margie dots her name with a happy face. Just like Happy Family, she says. Margie is home from college for Christmas, where she's been studying new media, which is a lot like old media, but more irritating. Having Che and Mao as our Christmas elves is also the new aesthetic, Margie squeals. I don't think Margie knows who Mao or Che were, but she sure knows what they wore. The collar of my army fatigue olive is left open practically to my navel. Margie considered having me leave it completely unbuttoned, but luckily my physique wasn't up to her standards. At least I get to cover my ears and face with hair and wear a beret. Poor Mao doesn't even get to cover his ears. Not the boxy cut, short collar, and single layer of fabric, though authentic, Maggie yips. Margie pronounces authentic like it's 5 words. Mao's more popular than I am. His round, flushed face seems jollier, more Christmassy. Parents holding skittering toddlers in each arm turn to point and wave. Josh, look at, they say, losing confidence halfway through the sentence. On Sunday, the rink is crowded. Mao is having trouble standing upright. His jacket is too tight and he's not a very good skater. Margie had to take what she could get. Mao, aka Tommy, was the only Asian who applied. In fact, he was the only person who applied. She was lucky to get a male Mao. A small blonde princess twirls past Mao, her arabesque whacking him smartly in the back of his knees. Mao sways and topples, falling beneath the shiny blades of an enormous woman in red spandex. She skates over his thumb. Blood spurts onto the ice like an animated Rorschach test. Mao stumbles to his feet amongst huge applause. The families think this is part of the act. They have seen so many bogus butcheries, they don't recognize the real thing. The mother of the pink twirling princess motions her over to snap a picture with Christmas Mao. I don't think she has any idea that this jolly, red-faced, bleeding-thumbed man is supposed to be the architect of the Great Leap Forward, which killed about 45 million people in 4 years. But maybe I'm maligning her. Maybe she knows. She just doesn't care. Today, I am called into the office. Margie has her iPhone out. That's a bad sign. Look, she yelps. There were 25 Instagrams of Mao on our rink posted today and none of Che. Now, what is Che going to do to make more of an impression? I hate it when she talks to me in the third person. Maybe I could slice off a finger? That is so whatever. She flips her hand outward. Her voice does not tilt upward. This is not a question. It lingers like a foghorn on a cloudy night. Or, wait, I say, what about if I skate around saying famous Che quotes? Her eyes narrow, which means either she's thinking or that some styrofoam snow from the great flashing Teflon tree has drifted into her tear ducts. Like what? She says. All I can think of is religion is the opium of the people, and I don't think that's Che. I'll Google it, I say. The next day I blade around, crying out, democracy is not compatible with financial oligarchy. A couple of goth teens give a ragged cheer, but mostly I'm ignored. Mao gets toppled by a toddler, bloodies his nose, and is applauded. I wonder if he's doing it on purpose. I consider casting myself under the blades of a skinny 4-year-old, but lack the nerve. Maybe you could try caroling his quotes, Margie suggests. On Saturday, I slide around humming to the tune of God Rest Ye Merry Gentlemen. Better to die standing than live on your knees. It's a sad thing not to have friends, but even sadder not to have enemies. I am not Christ, I fight for the things I do believe in, and try to leave the other man dead so I don't get nailed to a cross. Us. Try to leave the other man dead so I don't get nailed to a cross. Parents make a wide circle around me. I don't know if it's my voice, my message, or that in an effort for verisimilitude, I haven't bathed in a week. I know you are here to kill me, I croon to a pair of 9-year-old twins dressed in identical fuzzy blue jumpers. Shoot, coward, you are only going to kill a man, they giggle nervously. That evening, the last day of the season, there is a check waiting for me. I have been given a $5 Christmas bonus. With contemplating the final defeat of capitalism, we must decide who is at its head. And it is Margie, I yell. Margie with a happy face. The round, bruised head of Christmas Mao peers cautiously around the edge of the locker room. Get a grip, dude, he whispers, and slinks off to change. Maybe he's right. Maybe I've become a bit overcome by the spirit of the season. I hear that the Holy Roller Rink is hiring an Easter Marks. If I dye my hair, maybe I can get the job. Thank you.